Like, I went through a real life trauma situation. Like, so when people try and use that against me as if I'm creating this for a storyline, I didn't need to make a storyline. My life was already a fucking shit show. I didn't have to pull this person in, hire this person to come in and create these narratives. Like, that really was my life. If you ask my friends, if you ask my family, if you ask my people, they will tell you, no, that girl really went through hell. And she was just strong enough to show it, where she said, I'm no longer gonna allow this person to put my back against the wall.
Hey Raindrops, thank you all so much who have subscribed to the channel. You guys have really helped spread the word, build this channel together, because I can't do this without you guys. And I know y'all want me to interview a lot of people, child, but in order for me to do that, I need to make sure my subscribers match the millions of people who do watch my videos. So all you have to do, okay, is hit the subscription button. That's it. I ain't asking for much, child. And enjoy this video.
Sexy daddy!
Yes!
Are you shitting?
Yes!
Look at this! What are we serving? I should go take
I expect
Let me go take my shirt
Look at
off.
you.
I should go take mine off. No, you didn't give me the
I'm gonna
demo.
need a minute.
Yes!
Yes! Look at
What is happening? I wasn't ready.
Look, I got a basket too.
Yeah, what a bat. You know I gotta bring like
You are-
goodies. When you said we were cooking, I was like, okay, we need
Oh,
flowers.
you got a real Southern Belle, okay.
We need flowers.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
We need a little Dawn.
These are good. Okay,
Are they
she's
good?
such a class act. She
Yes.
brought flowers.
We Dom. We need a little Dom.
Okay.
Because champagne fixes
Okay.
everything.
Yes, champagne fixes everything.
You can put that on later. You don't need
I'll
that
put it
now.
on later.
No.
This will be my nightgown.
I need a cooking candle.
Okay.
We need to light that.
Okay.
And then
look
my
at me for the lighter. Okay.
Yeah.
go ahead.
And then I have my cookbook.
Yes.
And then I was scared of tofu,
We're
so
gonna do this in stores now.
this is one of my favorite seasonings from Trader Joe's. And this is like not even like a thing. Like, this is just my favorite seasoning.
Okay, so you want me to make your tofu with this?
Yeah.
Okay, we can use that. It
Okay.
has no meat or stuff in it, does it?
I pre-ordered my fried chicken before I got here. I love you, but I'm not Pinky.
Look, allegedly.
You're not my friend.
Allegedly.
And she don't eat meat.
Do you mean?
But I do.
Okay, well, the thing is this. How about we, listen. Let me first introduce you to some of
Okay.
what I got going on.
Okay, let me
Okay,
see. I love this.
so raindrops.
Yes.
Get it all into this. Jarvis, don't get jealous. Okay, y'all good? Okay, so I am here to make Kelli Farrell.
Potter.
Ah!
What's happening?
Well, I mean,
Potter.
you just dropped it a month ago.
And I like to keep it that way.
Okay, so KP.
KP.
So F the F.
F to F.
Fuck the Pharrell.
Fuck the Pharaohs.
Fuck Farrell.
Yes. Well, I can't say that because my kids are Pharaohs.
Okay,
but-
so F the main F.
Yeah, the main F.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kelli Potter.
Yes.
Okay, so come right here.
Yes.
Okay, so Rachel Ray, Martha Stewart, okay, Gordon Ramsay.
Yes.
Watch your back. Okay, so Chef Carlos is here to make Kelli Potter a tofu scrambled breakfast. Because in Atlanta, the girls like to eat brunch at 8 o'clock at night. We do. They eat brunch all day long, child, okay? So although it's not the morning, work with your boy,
Yes.
okay? So listen.
Okay.
Okay, so I got an apron for you.
You did?
Of course I do. I got your
Okay.
apron for you.
I love it. You know,
Okay,
I
look.
never cook with an apron, but I'm ready.
Do you need one?
I mean, do I get to take my shirt off like you?
Well,
That's the only way I want to wear it.
look. How about I'll do all the work? Okay.
Okay.
So I'm making you a tofu scramble.
I'll help help you, but.
Okay, so how about you open up the bacon? Because you are, you bring home the bacon.
I do bring home the bacon.
So you should open it up.
Okay, let's do it. So
Let's
this
do
is
that.
is this?
It's plant-based.
Oh.
But it's gonna be fine, I promise. I promise. So look, this is how you do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna slice it for us.
That looks like scrapple.
No, it's good, I promise.
No, did you ever eat scrapple when you did eat like meat and pork scrapple?
No, what's that?
I grew up on,
Is that some like country?
It's like, it's like pigs and
It's
intestines.
Intestines?
Yeah. Sorry, I mean, when you were cutting it, it gave me a reminder of.
Kelly, Potter, girl, no.
What?
So I am going to
Okay.
dice the.
Oh, you're dicing it.
I'm dicing it. So I'm not gonna do a big portion. I'm gonna do a very small one because I just want her to be able to taste it. I did wash my hands.
Okay.
Okay. Because
I know you did.
I am not Georgia on Next Gen NYC. Shout out to Raleigh Birds. Okay. Now, this
Okay.
is how you dice it.
Okay.
So you're going to open up the bacon, and I'm going to give you a pot.
It smells like bacon.
No, plant-based food is not as bad as people may think.
How long have you been vegan?
I've been vegan for 8 years,
Really?
and I haven't had a sip of alcohol in 11.
Whoa.
Hey,
Oh, so you're not drinking with me?
No.
That went over my head.
Yes. No. I don't drink alcohol.
Oh, I love that for you.
I don't smoke.
Nothing.
No. My tofu scramble.
Okay.
I love to use black pepper.
Okay.
Okay. And then my nutritional yeast.
What? What? Okay. Why are we putting yeast? Where's my wine? The girls are trying not to. We don't want yeast. What is this?
Do you have a yeast?
No, I'm clean.
Okay, so when a girl has a yeast infection, what does that mean?
It means that something's unbalanced.
Your pH?
Your pH could be off. It could be from anything. It could be from wearing a wet bathing suit. You can get a yeast.
Really?
Yeah, like keeping your bathing suit on too long.
So we're gonna use the yeast because it adds the coloring because tofu scramble is really like eggs. So it'll add to the coloring of it.
Where did you find this?
The nutritional yeast, Whole Foods.
Okay.
I only shop at Whole Foods.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm on a budget, so I go to Trader Joe's. It's a little cheaper. Just joking.
We'll get to that later, honey. So, okay.
Sit nice and
If you know
strong.
any single men that don't mind being shown, unlike
Oh.
Jarvis, let me know.
Jarvis is not here to speak for himself. And he's single, very single. Well, he's taken by me. He's not married.
We'll get to that, honey, when we sit down.
Honey.
We'll get to that, boo.
I'm smelling the shade.
Do you cook for him often?
I do cook for him. He loves meat. He loves my meatloaf.
You make meatloaf?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He loves like hearty meals, like meatloaf, mashed potatoes. So yeah, and we eat out a lot. We can't go to Nobu because of you, but.
What did I do? Kelly Potter, why can't you go to Nobu anymore?
Because you told the people that when they see us at Nobu to take a photo and video. So now when we go to Nobu, we have to go to the private room because.
Do the raindrops.
I mean, it's ridiculous. We're like on a hunt around here because of you. And you know that you.
I know my raindrops are very loyal to me,
They
but
are
I
too
didn't know they were
loyal.
stalking you.
Yes, it's like really bad.
Kelly, you're not gonna blame me for
No,
this.
it is because of you.
Kelly.
I swear, nobody else. You made a whole like cattle call, like raindrops. If anyone sees Kelly and Jarvis, hint, and Nobu, and I'm like, damn, we might be sitting in Nobu right now. Please take a picture so we can see this man.
Okay, so look, I'm using hemp
Okay.
milk.
Hemp milk.
Yes,
Okay.
cause it's non-dairy.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do now is
So this
step
mean-
aside a little bit. I'm gonna add the milk to the tofu. So the purpose of doing this is to soften up the tofu so
Okay.
that it can have like that scrambled look, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna add the nutritional yeast on top of it.
You're gonna add the yeast.
The yeast. It's nutritional yeast.
So I'm gonna need monostat by tomorrow.
Don't. And then turmeric.
I like turmeric.
So all of this is going to make the tofu scramble. Take a look at that.
It looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love
I'm
it.
gonna add some of that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You know, a little something, something.
It looks like an egg.
I know. So that's the. It's a tofu scramble. So I was making you eggs and bacon.
Oh, this is eggs and.
Yes, Kelly Potter.
Smells really good.
I know, babe. The time has come,
Okay.
Kelly Potter,
Yes.
for you to taste the meal
Yes.
of Carlos King.
Looks beautiful.
Okay. Y'all got a shot of that?
Yes.
All right, hold on 1 second. I would love, if I may, to do the honor
Okay.
of having you taste it.
Okay.
Okay. You ready for this? Mm-hmm. Open wide. Clear the throat.
It's actually really good. It's actually real. I'm not lying.
Taste the bacon.
It's actually really good.
I told you, baby.
And bacon's crispy.
Yeah.
I could actually eat this.
So the thing that I'm doing is I'm introducing all the black folks to plant-based because I want people to see she's going for seconds. Because the thing is that this is not processed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to make sure that you ate something that was, you know, homegrown because you have a lot back there to work with.
And it's homegrown. I'm not like the rest of these peaches.
You don't have a BBL?
I do.
Oh.
I can tell you who does.
Oh! Look at that second! So you liked it. I did good.
You did really good.
Yay!
No, this is actually really good. I swear to God.
Good. All right, look at look at
Come on, give me some of this bacon.
You see what I'm saying? Okay, good. Another satisfied customer.
Yeah.
Some raindrops. The time has come. I'm going to take Kelly upstairs.
Oh, Lord.
And
It's time
now
for
that
dessert.
she ate the breakfast, it's time to sip on the tea. You ready?
Let's go, baby.
You want to take the switch?
I'm going to need some more wine. Definitely going to need some more wine on this one.
Kelly Potter, you have made it on Carlos King's couch.
I did. Not Shamia's. I love you, bestie.
Yes!
Yes.
Listen,
That's been a thing.
I really do enjoy you on the show.
Thank you.
And I hope you know that.
I do feel that. Like, I really, I love watching y'all. And
So wait, so do you watch Monday Night Live?
I watch.
You do?
Yes,
Okay.
I watch. So I watch. I love, because I just want to hear, like, what everyone thinks. You know what I mean? It's always good to hear from a different perspective. I love you because, baby, you like me one week and the next week you be giving it to my ass.
I'm fair.
You're very fair. So
Thank you.
I can't be like, well, he shows favoritism, like, even with Claudia, right? Like, I love me some Claudia. Me and Claudia talk.
Okay.
Like, we be talking.
Oh,
from time to
good.
time, right?
Okay.
Dustin, love him.
Love Dustin.
I really do love Dustin. He's such a fucking vibe.
He's good.
He's such a vibe. Blue.
Is Blue tough on you?
Blue, I like pink. I don't know. I don't know if me and Blue went to school together and she just be like having a moment. I don't know what it is. I don't know if she just doesn't understand me or if she's just meant to not understand me. I don't understand, but Blue, shout out to Blue.
Shout out to Blue. No, Blue is good. Blue loves you. Listen.
Blue don't love me.
No. The thing is this. First of all, thank you for that, because when we recap Atlanta Housewives, number one, I appreciate when a reality star can say, you know what, y'all call me out, but then y'all also say, give her a chance.
Yes.
And it goes week to week. And this season, I've been recapping Atlanta Housewives for the past 4 years since the podcast started. But this season of Housewives of Atlanta, it has divided the audience, and the audience seems to be extremely opinionated, which I love. I'm not mad at it, but I do feel like the one thing I never want the reality star to feed off of the energy of their fan base.
It's hard. That is a very hard thing. When I came on this platform, and I'm so glad that you said that, right? Because so many people don't realize my first season, it wasn't as bad as my second season. So I had to realize, like, the fans, they really do start to connect with you. But when they're connecting with you, they're only connecting with a clip of you. They're not connecting with the full you. And that gets hard in regards to us, right? Because you know how it is when you film. So many things get cut out. So many things are not shown. So many things are happening behind the scenes. And it gets to a point where it's like, for me, I feel like it's harder for fans to connect with me because they don't have a full understanding of who I am, right? So when I'm out, I'll see people and they be like, "Girl, we know, right? Like, we understand." But then you're online and it's like, "Oh, that's when all of the hate and the hardship comes from the fans, and that could be very challenging. I mean, that could be a lot on a person's mental when you're dealing with that. And I have to laugh at it because a lot of it isn't true, but then I'm a mom and I don't want those things to like affect my children and my business and my family. And that's when those things become difficult, when fans are meant to have this misunderstanding and misinterpretation about your true life and who you really are. That becomes a very
and that's why one thing I do love about my panelists is we only stick to the episode.
And that's why I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's why I appreciate the blogs and the people who actually like recap and really not just have an opinion just for clicks and views, but to really say, you know what? No, I think you should actually give her a chance. Or, hey, no, y'all didn't listen. Maybe y'all didn't watch the episode. Maybe you're just taking clips from social media and making an opinion based upon that, right? And that's what I do appreciate about the blogs. Not only yourself and Claudia and Dustin and Blue, right? The other people as well, right?
Yes.
Because I feel like it's so important when people have recaps to share their different perspectives. Because you have the show, that's the one perspective. But then you have the blogs and the influencers who are deep diving in on the real, who are doing the time and actually doing the work on our real lives. And that is the part that I do appreciate. So it helps me to navigate with the fans. So I feel like they kind of share my story a little bit deeper than the episode.
Has this been a tough season for you mental health wise?
Absolutely. Yes.
Tell me.
So, my first season, I went into the season with no expectations, right? Because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I mean, I knew what I was doing. I knew what I signed up for. But I didn't know what to expect from the fans, from the audience, and truly how reality TV works. Because in all reality, I did cooking shows. I didn't share my reality. I just shared recipes. So when I'm sharing a recipe of my life, it looks different, right? I don't have control over that. You have control over making spaghetti. You don't have control over making Kelli and her refiguring out what her life truly looks like after this crazy ass divorce. So for me, it was first season. I go into it. I'm in the midst of finalizing my divorce. I'm on the show. I'm still living a pretty good, decent life, right? The second season really took a turn for me. It took a turn in so many ways. It took a turn financially. And when I say financially, it's, I invested all this money into this restaurant. I finally got divorced. I still not receiving the money I was supposed to receive. It was, I sent my daughter off to college. I sent Chloe off to college, and it was a lot. It was I had to move quickly because of my crazy neighbor. It was so many different things that piled up on me that I had no control over my life for second season. That was the one time probably in my life, even throughout my divorce, that I felt like I didn't have control over what was happening, right? Like, for instance, when I first left my husband, I controlled that. I left. I knew financially what I looked like. I knew where I would be. I knew where I would move. I knew, all of the things. This was the first time in my life where I felt like, fuck, I can't control it. I literally have to let God just do what it is that he needs to do and move me wherever it is that I need to move. And I also have to do this and share it with the world. Mm-hmm. I also have to do this and share it with these women who some are so-called my friends and others like to use your downfalls as their storylines. You know what I mean? So it was difficult for me. The second season was really difficult, just trying to find myself, trying to stay strong for my children and still mentally be sane to stand up, not only for my children, for my business, for my family, but for me, most importantly for me, so I can walk out of it and be okay. And I did have my moments where I was like, I don't know if I want to be here. I don't know if this is for me. I don't know.
The show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's a lot. It's one thing to deal with the drama from your castmates, but then when it airs and you have to deal with it from the audience, that's what people don't realize. So it's like you have to relive this 3 times. You have to actually relive it.
Yeah.
Right?
You live it as you're filming.
As you're filming.
In real time.
In real time. Okay?
Yeah.
Then you have to deal with it from, your real life. And then you have to deal with it from the audience perspective. That's a really difficult thing to do. Because it's like, oh, fuck. Now I got different feelings because the audience feels different about how I should have handled it. Did I handle it right? Then you start to question yourself, like, well, should I have spoken up a little bit more? Or did I handle it right? I mean, that becomes a difficult task for people.
And that's the thing for me when it comes to reality stars, because I always try to make sure that the audience understands that they're only seeing 42 minutes of an episode. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, have a little grace. Listen, we are here to talk about it, be opinionated. I refuse to ever allow anybody on my stage or be a part of a conversation to where the vitriol is so demeaning to the point where you're making fun of a woman who's going through a divorce, mm-hmm. who is losing things in real time, whose ex-husband is preventing her from making money by not allowing the children to be seen. And I can't imagine how that makes you feel. What I would like to talk to you about, and I know we can't talk much about the ex-husband because mm-hmm. we're going through legally, but did you ever think in a million years the man you married and who fathered your girls mm-hmm. would be the same man who would sue you and do these things to you?
Never. You couldn't have told me in a million years. And I mean, I put that on that. I think that is the most hurtful thing that you go through when you go through a divorce, because the person you marry is not the person you divorce, right? And you don't believe that until you actually go through it. You gotta think about, I was married to this man for 11 years, okay? This wasn't a one and done, let me marry you for what I can get type of situation. This was a, no matter how he looks, no matter his position that he's in now, I really did love that man. I had children with him, I married him, we started businesses, and we lived a very good life, right? Was it perfect? Absolutely not. Did we have our issues? Absolutely. Did it get ugly? Abso-fucking-lutely. But when it comes to where it led us, I would have never thought we would have went down that road. You couldn't. That was a person that it scared me. You have to think about it. I went through so many moments, Carlos, that I've never talked about, where I Me and my children went to hotels.
While y'all were married?
Yeah, while we were going through our separation, after I took my kids carpool. Like, I went through a real life trauma situation. Like, so when people try and use that against me as if I'm creating this for a storyline, I didn't need to make a storyline. My life was already a fucking shit show. I didn't have to pull this person in, hire this person to come in and create these narratives. Like, that really was my life. If you ask my friends, if you ask my family, if you ask my people, they will tell you, no, that girl really went through hell. And she was just strong enough to show it, where she said, I'm no longer going to allow this person to put my back against the wall. If I got to deal with this, I'm going to share it with the world. And see, that's where it went left. He never thought that I would be in a position to share what he's done to me to the world. That creates a monster. You were able to get away with those things for so long. You can get away with, making the threats and taking things away and all of the things, right? You could get away with it because I didn't have the platform to share it. Who would share their trauma on social media when they're a business owner and they're trying to just get customers and patrons in? You wouldn't share that. I wouldn't share that with my employees. My employees didn't even know what I was going through. They had no clue. They had no clue whatsoever. So when I shared it finally, it was like triggering to him, clearly, right? It was like, oh, she's getting me back. Now I have to go for it and not stop. And the only thing that I could see in my mind was my children. That was the only thing I cared about. When you are a mother and you bear children and you have children, it's no man, woman, or person that can come in between you of them. My main goal was to protect them. My main goal was to protect them at all costs, no matter what. And I never wanted them to feel the heaviness of what I have went through. And they did at times. My kids came and found me crying on the bathroom floor. Many days. Literally. And I don't want to cry about it, but to be a mother of daughters and to have them see me fight, they know. They are very well aware. They seen police at our house. They seen police at our house. They seen the fighting. They seen like the things that were happening, transpiring. Like, I never wanted them to see that and witness that and feel that. I always wanted them to have this perfect, happy home, right? Because in our community, in our culture, that's rare. I wanted them to have a 2-parent household. I never wanted to be in this position, but I also knew that I didn't want to be in that position either.
So it's one thing to fight with that. And then do you feel like at the same time, simultaneously, you're fighting with the audience?
I'm fighting with the audience.
And it becomes too much.
I'm fighting with the audience to share my truth. When I'm thinking that me sharing my truth will help the next person, right? Because I'm fighting with my cast members who are thinking that I'm using this as a storyline.
Your cast members think that, some of them?
Yeah, when I was at my first reunion, I think it was Portia and Phaedra who basically said, like, I had security as a storyline. Like, Kenny has been with me when I was married. That has always been my security. When I had my cookbook, when I was doing book tours, Kenny is not a prop. Kenny is a real life person who protects people at all costs. He protects Martin Luther King's daughter. He's not on here for a prop. That's his real job. That's who he really is. I had him prior to me even filing for divorce. Kenny has been there with me when I was literally in the midst of tears. Kenny was there with me when I was threatened in court. Kenny knows exactly what has happened. So when Kenny comes to protect me, he's not there to impress these ladies. He don't give a damn about these ladies. He could care less. He's there to make sure that I can go back home to my children and I can show up to graduations and weddings. That's why he's there, because he knows what I'm dealing with in real life, not show life, in my real life. And that's the part that frustrates me with some of these ladies, because they think that I'm here to create this narrative. No, this is just my life. Yeah, I hate that this is my life sometimes. I don't want to share this. You think I want to share this? I want to be a fucking housewife. I want to come in here and be fabulous.
Well, that's why I find this so interesting because, listen, as somebody who started the show in 2008 and did up until season 9, when I see you, I think you are super authentic. And the raindrops can go back to my first ever recap of season 16.
Yeah.
I recapped the premiere solo because I knew that everybody wanted to know my thoughts on the soft reboot of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I said, let me do it by myself so that I'm able to get my message out there loud and clear. So as I'm watching the first episode last season, I remember saying, I love Kelli. I said she gives you a little oohs in the eyes. And so I never thought, even now, I have never thought for a second as a producer that you are inauthentic. I think what has been happening now that I'm seeing that I don't like, I think when it comes to some of these Housewives fans, I think they love their housewives so much that they are going against their opponents so hard that is allowing the show to enter a dark space, and it doesn't have to be that. And that's why I always encourage my stars on my shows to, you either don't engage with the fans who are talking shit about your fellow cast members, or if they are, you stand up and say, okay, guys, stop. Like, say, it's a show.
You know they're not.
I know they're not. And I'm disappointed in those who don't even say, I don't mess with her, but threatening her and doing all these things, she doesn't deserve that. And I'll go even further saying, this season with you, the second episode of this season, which I thought was amazing, and it's where you, Portia, and Kelli had to sit down. And
Me, Portia, and Kay.
I'm sorry. You, Portia, K. Michelle. Sorry, K. K. You, Portia, and K. Michelle had to sit down. And look, Portia was like, you know, I heard you some of the Married Man at BET and all those things. And I was like, and you stood there, gooped and gagged. And K. Michelle was looking at the camera like, this ain't no, K. Michelle said, this ain't Love and Hip Hop no more, girls. Carlos ain't back here saying, shoot with Carly Red, bitch. Okay, because I know K. K's like,
yes.
Carlos, this real? This is me watching it. Yeah, bitch. Clock in, right? So my point, though, is I can look at that scene.
Yeah.
And recognize Portia was doing her job.
Absolutely.
Getting you activated. And when you got her back at Phaedra's house, when you said, well, we learned is Portia sleeps with everyone's African, right? I literally said, she's getting her back and she's activating Portia, but I ended it by saying, Portia appreciates a Kelli.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because Portia does not want to be on a show that's boring, that can get paused again.
Yes.
So although she may not like what you said, she's able to recognize, okay, bitch, you did that. And the thing that I want the audience to recognize, and I try to do this every Monday, is appreciate your villains. Appreciate the activator.
I'm not a villain. Okay, so let me, hold on, because I didn't like that comment.
Not Kelly Potter.
What?
I thought it was going to be, listen. You're, okay, I'll say
Let's
this.
use another word, because I'm really not.
Okay, when I say villain, because I don't take that as a diss. Kenya Moore is one of my closest friends.
Love Kenya.
And I have gone.
I talked to Kenya.
We'll get to that too. She loves you, by the way.
Yes.
I have gone on record saying Kenya Moore is the best villain the Housewives brand has ever seen.
She is.
And Kenya said, okay, bitch, thank you.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
So when I say it, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. What I'm saying is what Kenya Moore has. Because let me tell you something. I don't know too many broads who is 4'9".
I'm 5 feet. Even.
Okay. We're going to round it to the next digit. Now, I don't know too many chicks that could sit next to Portia and make that comment and toast to the girls' weekend while she did it.
whether she's 4'9" or 5 feet, okay, it's never been a scary bone in my body. And you will know that. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say exactly what I want to say. And I'm going to say exactly how the fuck I feel. At all costs. With anybody. That's just where I am. I don't care. Yes, we'll fight. I'll pick up a fucking chair if I need to. But that's just what it is. And you can't think that you can say what you want to say to me and I'm not going to say something back to you.
Right, of course.
That's just what it is. Don't play in my face. Don't ever play in my face. So the moment that you play in my face, expect for me to play back 10 times. We're going to double dutch.
Well, let me ask you this.
And I'm going to hop on one leg and get to the X.
Talk to me about pre-Housewives.
Yes.
Who was Kelli Potter? Were you always like...
A fabulous bitch. I have been fabulous my whole life. I was the fucking line leader in kindergarten, okay? I was wearing Manolo Blahniks in high school. Dolce & Gabbana in high school. Best dress in high school. I went to college with Sergio Hudson. I have always been that fucking bitch. So the fact that these people... I had reindeers at Christmas. None of these bitches have reindeers at Christmas. None of them. I have reindeers, a sled. I even had snow. Like, listen. This has always been my life. I'm just now starting to film it and show the world. And y'all coming down on the fucking roughing of my life. Don't let me wait till I get back up and see how fabulous it gets for me. But when it comes to my life, you better scroll back on Instagram and see. I'm not doing this for cameras. I'm not. Balmain, you think Balmain let me film there for this show? Balmain let me film there because I spent enough money to be there. Balmain let me film there because I had a relationship with them. It wasn't for show. You think they care about Housewives? Absolutely not. No. I wasn't buying it from Nordstrom's and taking it back. Like these other ladies. Okay? I went to a fashion show in Paris. I didn't see any of them there. Not one. That's what I'm saying. So in regards to my life, I've always been that fucking girl. Yes. I've always driven nice cars. I've always had a nice home. I've always had a successful person next to me. My children were living well. We've always traveled, vacation, yachts. I just posted me being on a yacht in Miami, and they're like, you need to pay your bills. I've always been on yachts in Miami. What do y'all think this is? I got married for the second time on the biggest yacht in Miami with fireworks. Like, y'all gotta stop. I had helicopters land in my front yard to take me out to dinner. This is nothing new for me. I'm just showing y'all. And if you think that I'm always supposed to be in a space of lack, no, y'all got me fucked up with that too.
Because this is the thing. One thing I do appreciate about you is the fact that you have allowed us to see you at your lowest.
Yes.
And listen, I'm extremely spiritual.
Yes.
And I know that God makes no mistakes and that everything happens in God's timing. So with that being said, do you think that the moment you were offered this job of being a housewife, at a point in your life where, like you said, prior to joining the show, you had all these fabulous things that represents an Atlanta housewife, but the moment God aligned your position was when you was going through your worst. I hope you recognize, I really hope you recognize this, that God really wanted you to show the world this side of the story, how you can go from riches to rags in a heartbeat, right?
I ain't ragging though.
Well, when I say rags, I'm not saying you are in a destitute situation.
I'm just joking.
Right? But to be able to showcase that, because I think it's easier when you are on top to show it.
Absolutely.
It's more difficult when you're not anymore, and there's a sense of humility that has to happen for you to know that the Lord giveth and taketh away.
Yes.
And I do believe that God wants you to show the world that, so that you can also show the rebuilding of it.
That was my purpose, Carlos.
Yeah.
Honestly. And that was a very difficult place for me to be in. Now, warranted, I didn't think I was going to go no lower. Okay? When I came in on 16. God said, oh no, we about to show you so we can just get you everywhere you need to be. I opened a restaurant and had to close it. I've never done that before out of my whole 10 years of business. Right? So I know that God doesn't make mistakes. I know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. I know that at this point of my life, where I am, I can't do anything but go up higher. And I know that I'm in a position to win. That's just where I am. And I've been here before. Life happens in cycles. And when you think about it and you look, and I'm like, let me just think about, right? Because I never really compared myself to Atlanta Housewives. I'm just be honest. And I'll tell you that. It's not one person on the show where I wanted to have their life. I love Dubai Housewives. I think they're fabulous. That's the life I want.
So living in Atlanta, you didn't desire to be an Atlanta housewife.
It's nothing that they had that I wanted. I've already had it all. I've had the life. I didn't need their lives. It was nothing from Atlanta Housewives that I wanted, right? It was no person, it was no thing, it was no relationship that I had fantasized about that I would want my life to look like. That's not my thing. I've had all of those things. I've really had all of those things. The homes, the cars, the money, I've had all of it. Like, it was nothing that anyone on the show could do that would impress me. I mean, if you look at it, I came in my first season and really set the standard for a lot of these ladies.
In what way?
Oh!
No, tell me, I want to know.
Talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
I mean, when it comes to fashion, when it comes to content, they weren't doing content in season 16. Nobody had their own videographer and photographer. Elliot and I have been working together for 8 years prior to me even filming. When it came to events, I always did events. You can look back on my page. I didn't host an event at Williams-Sonoma because of being on this show. No, I've hosted several events with Williams-Sonoma prior to being on the show. When it comes to Balmain, I hosted a birthday party in Balmain. Shut down the store. These women can do that because they really don't shop in the stores.
What do they shop at?
You gotta ask them. I don't know, wherever they can return. Okay? Police escorts. When they came to police escorts, I've always had a police escort. Like, security. I mean, these things for me, it's just like, this is a joke for me. I just feel like maybe they don't want to give me my flowers, but I set a lot of standards for these ladies.
Okay,
I did.
Well,
I mean, they're using the stylist now, which is it's all good, you know? Like, they're all using the stylist. They all look like his proteges.
Okay, so I'm going to give... Okay.
Which is cute.
No, okay.
It's cute. They needed it. Did they not? They needed it. And you know that they did. And I love that for them. They should. You should be spending the money. Y'all make enough? You should be reinvesting in yourselves and your careers. Absolutely. I just got here. I'm not making nowhere near what y'all making. But been doing this. Even with the stylist, I was with him for years prior to being on the show. He can't knock that. He can't deny that. Hello? I'm just telling you
here.
that. Okay. I'm just making sure you're tuned in.
I answered the door.
Okay.
Okay, so the thing is this. One, I do believe in being fair. I'm a fair man.
Let's be fair.
Okay, I will say, Parashay, I've known Parashay for years. He's an icon in the gay streets, baby. Parashay is the flyest white bitch in Atlanta, honey. You know what I'm saying?
We can call him whatever it is that you want to call him. Okay?
Let me give him that.
Give him that.
Okay, because he's always been that girl.
Let me tell.
But no, I'm gonna give you props though.
Okay.
I will say
Because nobody wanted to put him on.
No, I do
okay.
believe in being fair. Despite who gets mad at me, I will always say to these girls, I'm fair. I will say in all fairness, I've known Parashay for years, working on Atlanta Housewives as a producer. I will say, you are the first person to introduce him to the show, courtesy of a retained, a stylist on retainer. I will give you that. And what I will give you is, after you and him, and I don't care to know the reason.
Yeah.
But after you and him departed.
Yeah.
I do understand you're saying there's been more girls who have used him since.
They didn't even want him on set. Let's be very clear.
Well, I don't know that.
Well, I'm telling you that. And he
Okay.
knows that too. They didn't want him on set. It was moments where he could not even be on set because they no longer wanted him there. They felt like he was too messy. There was some things going on. Neither here or there, right? One thing I will never deny from Parashay is he's a great stylist.
He is.
Okay?
He is.
When it comes to mess, it's too messy for me. We departed ways. I wish him well. That's just what it is. He wants to prove a point. Prove a point, that's fine. The girls need it. Give it to him. They're looking great. Better than ever. Hello?
I'm here.
So I'm okay with that. Like, well, I'm not no hating ass bitch. Like, that's one thing I'm not gonna do. They was coming on set with slides and silk pants on. I mean, hello. So I'm not here to argue with that. I think he's great. I think he does a phenomenal job within his work. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Please leave it at that. You have proven your point.
Good.
Okay, so I will give you that. Now look, I will say the girls were doing events before you, though.
Okay, the girls were doing
You know,
events,
the girls were
but
doing
what
events.
type of events were they doing? Did they shut down Phipps Plaza? I'll wait.
Season 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
I said Phipps. Oh, okay. You
Or
said
you-
some, did you say something or?
What are you looking at? Is the answer behind you? Listen, I had to.
I was just looking over at Lennox.
Marlo Hampton.
Oh, she's that girl.
Marlo Hampton did.
What did she shut down?
Fifth Plaza season 4.
Where?
I forgot what store it was, but we shot in Fifth Plaza.
Well,
season 4.
Well, she makes sense. Marlo makes sense.
You like Marlo?
Love Marlo.
Do you think Marlo deserves to be back on the show?
I would love for Marlo to come back on the show.
Tell me why.
I think she's fabulous. I think she's real. I think she's raw. I think she's fun. And when me and her get together, we have a good time.
You two are friends in real life.
Yeah, when I see Marlo, we talk, we drink, we have a good time. She's good energy. I like Marlo, and she be with the shits, so I like it, you know. But I think she's a great person. I think what she stands for, I think, is great. I love the way she and her. Let me tell you something. Her nephews that she takes care of, they are the most respectful, humble, amazing boys. When I tell you she's doing a phenomenal job with those children, she does a great job. I mean, she's, yeah. So when it comes to someone like, what I admire about Marlo is she keeps it real and raw, right? It's not like TV shit. It's just like real, like, I don't know. I get along with Florida people. For some reason, people from B-More in Florida get along well. I like Marlo. I like what she does. I think that, you know, she's been consistently her. That's the thing. I like people who have been consistently them. And I like that she's consistently her on and off camera.
That is Marlo. And that's a Marlo I know.
She's consistently her
Marlo's
on
Marlo.
and off camera.
You will never get an argument from me on that. Who Marlo presents to be on camera,
Yeah.
she's that off camera too.
I like Marlo.
She wears what she wears. She shops where she shops. She dines where she dines. I spoke to Marlo 3 weeks ago, and she said, I'm on a diet. And I said, okay. And then I heard some rummaging packaging. I'm like, what are you doing? She said, you know the Hawaiian rolls? I said, yeah. She said, I put a steak in and made a steak sandwich.
Ooh.
I said, bitch, you're on a diet.
I'm done with her.
She said, but I feel like if the steak's on top of the roll, Carlos. And I said, Marlo, who eats steak from the fine restaurant on a Hawaiian roll from Publix?
That's why
but that's
like
Marlo.
her. That's why I like her.
And then we'll have a shot of Ciroc.
Yes.
Sorry, Marlo.
We had a good time. No, me and Marlo hung out not too long long ago at what's that place, Lamont? Showdown.
Yeah, Showdown Social.
Showdown Social in Alpharetta. We had a good time. We played card games and just talked shit and drank.
She's a cool girl.
Love Marla.
I do want to ask you about Kenya.
Yes,
Do you miss her?
I do. And let me just tell you this, because I know everybody's like, oh, you're friends with Britt. Listen, at the end of the day, yes, I was friends with her, but I was truly creating a friendship with Kenya. And me and Kenya had a real connection in regards to truly getting to know each other and having so many things in common. I look at Kenya as a big sister. I think that she is smart. I think that she is talented. I think that she's an amazing mom, and I think she's a great entrepreneur. No matter where she is now, what I love about her is she did what she wanted to do, and nothing beats a failure but a try, right? And that's one thing that I admire about her. She was never a negative person in regards to me just coming in and just like being, putting that big wing out and saying, hey, you might want to do this, you might want to do that, you might want to keep it real, keep it honest, like just truly being genuine and being a genuine person. And that's what I like about Kenya. I would love for her to be back. I think we would have a great time. You know what I mean? I think sharing her story and motherhood and even when I was on that season 16, it wasn't any really entrepreneurs on that season for me to connect with. And that's what I really, truly, what are you saying? Well, brick and mortars. Okay, fine. All right. So nobody had a brick and mortar on season 16. So our conversations are just different when it comes to certain things, okay? I wasn't selling anything online, okay? Or on Craigslist. So when it comes to that, I just think that it was a different conversation.
Hello. I'll put it on you. Hello.
Are you trying to convince me or am I convincing you? Convincing us both. So I enjoyed like really talking to her about our ups and our downs. And I wish her well. I think she's amazing, and I would love for her to come back. I think she'd definitely be my friend.
I do want to get into a lot of criticism that
Okay.
this season has been facing. And I've shared this as well on Monday Night Live, in addition to my panelists, where we do feel like there's a divide.
It is.
Amongst the girls. And that the division is, and I've said this and I'll say it again, and when I say this, I'm not trying to offend you, so don't take offense to it.
I won't be offended.
The show is Portia's in terms of she's the marquee. I would say, in terms of marquee.
I mean, if that's what you want to sell yourself,
Okay,
I don't sell myself that. I
And
don't
guess
think
what?
that-
And guess what? That's why you're a good housewife, because a good
Yeah.
housewife will never give the next chick.
No.
Right. So I respect that. I respect that. So from my vantage point, in addition to the audience, we
Okay.
look at Portia as the premier face of the show,
Cute.
courtesy of her tenure and
What? She's
What-
not a line leader.
well, look,
She's a liar.
I do want to get into that.
Mhm.
We all feel like when it comes to some of these girls,
Mhm.
they desire to be on Portia's team.
Mhm.
And it's becoming a little bit more apparent now than it has been last
I'm
season.
glad.
Do you agree with that sentiment?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta think about it. I've watched this in real time, right? To the point where I'm questioning, like, well, damn, you forgave her that fast, and and I think it's really just Little Miss Popular. I think that's just what it is. I think it's maybe that's their leader. It's not my leader. At the end of the day, I just think that I'm a fair person. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And I think what people don't realize is even with my relationships that I have with these ladies on the show, whether it be Shamia or Phaedra or Kay or whatever the case may be, I still say when y'all right and still say when y'all wrong. I don't just pick a side. Like, whether it's on television or not on television, I still tell them, like, oh, you might have been wrong in that situation. You might have you might have not handled that right. Right? And I think that is what makes me different from everybody else, because I think some of the ladies are so focused on the likes of the fans versus the likes of real life. And I think that's where it goes left with them, right? You're so connected, you're trying to get liked by the fans and the people versus just standing for what's right. And I was always raised to stand for what's right. You know, my mama don't play with me when it comes to, I'm 41 years old, but she still don't play with me. And one thing I was raised by is do what's right, right? Because karma is real and it will come back on you in regards to how you handle things. Anything in my life, I try and treat people how I want to be treated, and I do the things that are right, good, bad, or indifferent. That's just that's what I live by, and that's what I teach my daughters, and that's just how I move in my relationships and my friendships.
Which housewife on the show that you work with do you think falls in line when it comes to Portia? That she can't do nothing wrong in their eyes, and that they
Have you seen Drew?
I have seen Drew.
Oh, okay.
Is it just her?
Well, I mean, she works for her.
She's a Go Naked ambassador.
She works for a baby daddy.
What about Phaedra?
I love Phaedra. No matter if Phaedra wants to talk about me, she's still my friend.
Were you offended when she did an
No.
interview? Okay, because the audience may not know. So she did an interview recently, and she said that pretty much you and Shamia were complaining about the dirty room in Dallas, while some of y'all are losing houses and should be more concerned with that, and made a comment about her house never being in foreclosure. Did you take that as a dig to you?
Well, my house wasn't in foreclosure. I didn't lose a house. I left a house. In regards to the dirty room, she wouldn't have stayed in it, but she knows that. And at the end of the day, I still love her and I like her. I think Phaedra's an amazing woman. I think she's an amazing mother. I think she's an excellent attorney. I think that she is a very smart, she's probably one of the smartest women on the cast, okay? And I will forever say that. One thing that I will never deny from Phaedra is when I came on this season, she was the big sister that I needed. She came in with open arms. She told me who to work with, not to work with. And I will never deny that of her. So whether we talk about it or we don't, I'm still not going to talk bad about her. We might have our differences. That's what a sisterhood is about, right? We have your moments where you're like, I don't agree, or I might agree. That's fine. If she says about a house in the foreclosure, I didn't have a house in the foreclosure, okay? So I'm okay with that. I don't think it was a dig at necessarily everyone on the cast, but I mean, if I fall under that umbrella, it wasn't me, like Shaggy said.
When you and Portia made up in Scotland, do you think that was a genuine makeup for the two of you, or a lot of people were saying that Portia was playing a strategy because you are best friends with her former best friend, and she wanted to show Shamia that I can make up with her quicker than I would ever make up with you?
I think it lasted as long as her marriages do.
Kelly.
Carlos.
Hello. Let me hang up.
Call me back.
My voicemail is full.
Call me on a block number. Your nails look good.
Thank you.
Yeah. You get gel?
I do.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Thank you.
You must say it vegan. What? You don't.
It wasn't genuine,
Oh.
that moment? Because the thing is, I said this. I love the moment because I was like, yes, it's not.
So let me just say this.
Yes.
When I went in that room, I did not know all those people were going to be there. I was going in that room to talk to Phaedra. I was not going to talk to the hoes, okay? But what I do appreciate is, was it real moments? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it was real moments. I think Cynthia always gives me really good words of encouragement and advice. Phaedra, no matter what we go through, I really do look at her for sincere advice when it comes to legal, okay? That's one thing she don't play about. That is her job. You either gonna be in jail or dead. And this might not call her when I'm dead, but I'll call her when I'm going through something legal, right? Even with P in that moment, I do think that we had a moment of like, hey, girl, I don't want to argue with you right now. You know what I mean? And that was really my sincere feeling because I was overwhelmed with emotions. So in regards to me being vulnerable in that space with these women, I didn't want to argue with her. I really just wanted to be in a space where I felt supported. And I'm grateful that she did support me at that time, whether that be for 2 minutes or 2 seconds. Okay, it happened. And we did have some similarities in regards to what we were going through, you know? So no matter what with the men, okay, I appreciated her being genuine during that time, in that space. I can say that. I'm not even going to throw shade on, I'm not going to throw salt on it, okay? I think that at that moment, she was a genuine person and really wanted to support me at that time. And I am appreciative of that. I will never take that away from her. I will never take that away from any of the ladies because you never know what will happen in the future. You know, none of us are perfect. We're all living in glass houses right now. Okay? You just never know when somebody can come and throw a rock. And that's just what it is. So I appreciate the support in that time, in that moment of when I really needed it because I was tired. I was tired. When I had to find out that lawsuit and all that crazy stuff, I was like, whoa, enough is enough, right? And when I had to go and talk to Phaedra about it because she was my attorney at the time when she was helping me, I didn't expect for all those women to be there, but am I grateful? Yeah. And I'll never take that away. One thing I feel like when it comes to those moments, people still have to realize it is a sisterhood. We still should show up for one another.
That's why I loved it. Yes.
We really still should show up for one another. And what people don't realize is I show up for these women off camera. When Portia was getting beat up by that woman on that airline, I still text her. That crazy lady. I'm just joking. She wasn't getting beat up. But when that crazy lady was doing the phone and all the crazy stuff, I still text. We were at Bravo. I think we were at BravoCon. And I still text her
she just went BravoCon. Yes.
I text her like, girl, you okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never want to see any of these ladies in a dark space. I don't know if I can say the same for them. But for me, genuinely, and knowing everything that I went through, girl, I wish you all the best. And whatever I can do to help you, I help you. I'll send you some chicken and waffles or send the kids to my house, whatever the case may be. That's me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a dark spirit. You see I carry my crystal around. I'm a positive light. I don't be with all that, honestly. If you know me on a regular basis, I am home meditating, praying, or somewhere with my children and spending quality time or working my business, or, you know, like, I don't be with all that negative nonsense. I don't talk about them. I don't care about who they doing, sleeping with, what they got going on. I don't care. Let me just enjoy my moment, enjoy my family. I'm very family oriented when it comes to that. When I was just in Miami, yeah, I posted by myself, but maybe I was with the kid. I was with Chance and her friends. That was her birthday trip. It was mommy and me. I wasn't turned up. Me and Lamont turned up for 2 seconds on a yacht, and then it was back home to, one hotel.
Financially, how are you doing?
I'm here. I mean, I have been very vulnerable and transparent with my finances. I never came on the show and told anybody that I was a billionaire. Not one time. Run it back. Tell me when I will be, but I never came on the show and told anybody that I was worth billions of dollars. I think that I have been very open and honest about what my life looks like after divorce, and that's what it is. No, I did not have a prenup. No, I was in a position where, money was stolen and taken and so many things had transpired. Yes, I have been paying attorneys for 3 years. Can you imagine paying attorneys for 3 years? Over 6 figures. I have paid attorneys, and I'm still paying attorneys, okay? So when it comes to that, you know, I just put myself in a position where I have to restructure and refigure some things out. I never filed bankruptcy. I haven't filed bankruptcy yet. I talked about it with Pinky, but I haven't done it yet. So I'm in a place where I'm still just trying to figure out what's the best situation for me and where that goes. I sent my daughter off to Spelman. Spelman is $50,000 a year.
And you're paying for that out of pocket?
Hello,
Kelli.
Carlos. Should I start a GoFundMe? No, but one thing I can say is Chloe's dad is amazing. So Chloe's dad helps out tremendously with Chloe's college tuition. And I shout out to Chloe's dad. I think he's an amazing guy, him and his wife, okay? And, you know, where I lack, he holds. And when it comes to, you know, my children, one thing I can say is I asked my daughter Chance, I said, hey, you know, ever since, you know, me and your dad have separated, do you see a difference in your lifestyle? And she said no. In fact, maybe the only difference I see is he's not here. And that is the only person, or the only people, is Chloe, Chance, Chassie, and Chelsea that I care about. I don't give a damn about any of these other people. Y'all can't tell me what to do, how to spend my money, where I'm going to spend it, and how I'm going to do it. The only people that I care about are those 4 people, my 4 broke besties. My 4 broke besties. Those are the only people that I care about. And I always wanted to make sure that they did not feel the downfall of my decision of leaving their dad and putting ourselves, you know, eventually in a better space. And that's all that matters. So when it comes to my finances, we're working on it. I'm okay. I still have some major decisions that I need to make. And when it's that time, I'll make them. But I don't feel like I need to share that with the world. I don't feel like I need to tell my man how to disperse his money and his funds. If he wants to spend $70,000 on my teeth, I will let him. I don't need to tell y'all how to manage my money with him. That's what he wants to do.
But do you understand why people did feel if he's going to spend $70,000 on the teeth, why not spending on a house?
But who said I didn't have one?
Well, at that time,
And that is the problem.
Okay.
So the issue that I have is because I have an amazing friend, and shout out to Shamia, right? Because I have this amazing friend who said, hey, no, you don't have to go to Jarvis's house because he lives out far, and I'm not going to tell y'all where he lives. You don't have to go to your mom's house because she lives out near my restaurant. You don't have to go to Lamont's house because he only has 2 bedrooms and technically it's 4 of us, right? Because Lamont lived right next door to me, technically, right? You don't have to do any of that until your space is ready. And maybe that wasn't shared properly, but it was never, I'm going to your house because I didn't have anywhere to go, okay? It was, I am leaving. I'm no longer staying in this space. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. And my space won't be ready for 2 weeks. So am I going to go to a hotel or am I going to go to my friend's house who literally is in the same school district as where I live, and I don't have to get on the highway and take my children to school for the next 2 weeks? So I don't play about being a carpool mom. I take getting my kids to school very seriously. They go to school.
Is it true your checks are getting garnished?
I haven't seen one garnished yet.
Or your bank accounts?
I haven't seen one garnished yet.
So the stuff that we've seen online, is there any merit to it?
I think that someone sent that story in who crossed their name out in the paperwork because they filed for bankruptcy. I think they probably accepted the paperwork because no address on there is associated with myself. In regards to checks being garnished, I haven't had one garnished yet. And I'll just let the attorneys in law do what it is that they need to do, and we'll handle it accordingly. I've never steered away from my legal issues. They have to be handled. I've been handling them for the last 3 years. That was a situation that was from years prior to me even being on the show. Monies were supposed to be used for a downtown location, and the monies were stolen. Okay? The monies were stolen, and that was in not only my divorce documents, but a separate document of where I had a judgment for $800,000. So the monies could be paid back. And, you know, unfortunately that person filed bankruptcy and all of those things are done. So now everyone's after me.
I want to talk about you and Shamia.
Okay.
You guys are best friends.
In real life.
In real, and because you watch my podcast,
Okay.
I have said I know for a fact that that's a real friendship.
Yes.
People are though confused by the timeline. Now, when we saw Shamia and you debut last season, Shamia appeared from what we saw in the first episode as the dot connector because she knew you and your former friend at the time, and she was saying how you guys were like a trio. You know, so. When did you meet Shamia officially, and when did you guys become best friends?
I met Shamia at the radio station when she was at V103. So me being on the show was not the first time of me meeting Shamia. Did we connect further after being on the show? Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, when you're filming with somebody or you're in this girl group and y'all have 5 days out the week where you have to connect and film with each other, of course you get to know a person, you know, differently. Honestly, I didn't know if me and Shamia were going to be in one accord or not, because when you look at my first season of filming, you know, I had a question about P. Shamia was like, oh, you know, she had P's back completely. It was like, girl, you need to figure out P on your own. You need to ask her. Cool, right? In regards to me and Shamia, our relationship really formed off camera. And that's what people don't understand. We started to hang out more and more together off camera, not on camera. Not where people could judge and misplace and put us in a position to be weird and awkward. We hung out with each other off camera, with our children, with our families, with our spouses. And that's how her and I became close. It wasn't a trauma bond. We don't talk about any of the prior situations when we're not filming, right? And it's barely even when we're filming. When we meet with each other, we are laughing and joking and kikiing and making fucking TikToks. We're talking about kids. We're talking about our next vacation. We're talking about our goals. We're talking about, you know, our next moves, and really inspiring and motivating each other. It's not drama. It's not craziness. It's not like, we have really built a sisterhood. Shamia has my children and I have hers. In real life. Shai's coming to my house tonight for a sleepover. Literally. But I don't post that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't post, like, our real family moments. That's not for no... I don't need y'all calculating anything. We have safe havens within each other. We really do. Like, I have a safe haven with her. She has a safe haven with me. Absolutely. Like, when it comes to that, like, that's one thing that I do value from this friend group is I did meet a real friend.
She said the same thing about you. She said you were the best thing to come out of her being on the show.
I really did meet a real friend in her. Our moms go out to lunch. Like, they hang out together.
Do they breasts be up to their chin, or is it?
I think all their breasts are sagging. I don't think anybody's mom's breast is up to their chin.
I have to ask.
Now, let me tell you something. Now, when it comes to Miss Sarah, she fly. Miss Sarah fly. She put her red lipstick on. She has her heels on. I admire Miss Sarah. And she drives her Corvette.
Yes.
Baby. Okay? When it comes to Candy, she'll put a little two-piece on. She ain't wear no heels. And she'll have that blonde hair slicked back, and she'll put a little gloss on. And they have a good time.
Good.
So, no, when it comes, our moms are our moms. One thing I want to do is leave our moms out of the picture.
Yeah.
Those are our safe spaces. Those are the women that really nurture us and put us back into life. And, like, you know, those are the women that we need. So when it comes to that, I would never disrespect anybody's mom. I would never disrespect anybody's dad. I love my dad. I love my mom. I love my family. And I know she loves hers as well. And I've been able to spend a lot of time with Miss Sarah and Miss Sarah, my mom. You know, they've been on vacations together. So it's certain things that we don't post because I think those are near and dear to us. And once you show those things, people want to tear it apart. And I think we value our families more than anything. And that's one thing I admire about her, and I think that's one thing she admires about me.
You know, there's people who are saying that they feel like Shamia has fed you information about Portia.
I don't give a damn about Portia in real life.
Best friend.
That woman has never, and you see I got my rose quartz. Shamia has never given me any information about Portia. Ever. Any information I got about Portia, people have to realize, I live in Atlanta. You think people don't talk about her? You think that we don't have anyone in common? Do you think that it's nothing that has been heard before? I mean, no, she doesn't have to. It's information that I know on Pete that I've never even shared with Shamia, and I'm not going to, because the moment that I say it, she's gonna be gagged just like everybody else.
Were you gagged when Shamia brought up the mothers? Well, that's your first time hearing that.
I was gagged about that.
You've never heard that?
She never told me about that. She never told me about the mothers. She never told me. I was, you see in the midst, I was like, and all I could think about was, let me get her out of here. Because I see that this is about to, now, of course she said, it's things that I never want to bring up. Of course she's going to say that. You know, it's things I never want to bring up. It's things I never want to go down. She's always going to say that. But in regards to specifics, she's never told me anything.
Do you think she was
Ever.
wrong for that?
I think the setting was wrong. But I also think that, let me say this. Was the setting wrong? Yes. But I knew that it was a bullying point. And I think that a lot of people, well, they didn't see it because it wasn't shown, right? I think it was a lot of things that Shamia was under attack about. And I think it was a bullying point to her spilling that information, right? Because if you look back on it, Portia said, I knew you were going to say that. Well, how did you know you want to say that? Because did you poke her enough to say it? And that's what made me think like, oh, so they basically wanted to poke her enough for her to say what she supposedly heard that she was going to say. That's the point that's the part that I didn't like.
You believe, and you stop me if I'm wrong, do you believe Drew Sidora, Angela Oakley, and am I missing anybody else? Phaedra?
I don't think she wanted to be in it.
Pinky?
She's neutral.
K. Michelle?
She didn't want to be in it either.
Cynthia Bailey?
What do you think?
Well,
What would you do for your employers?
they treat Portia like she's the boss.
You said she was the line leader.
I didn't say line leader. I said the marquee.
I don't know if it's a marquee or more like just a sign. But I think at the end of the day, you know.
First of all, can I say this to you? This is so like just off the dome. You know how to read in person.
Do I?
On Twitter, not so much.
Can I tell you who be on Twitter?
I love you down, boo.
Who's on
I will
Twitter?
say this.
I don't be on
No,
Twitter.
I will say this. Your clapbacks, listen, the good thing is this. Your clapbacks in person, I'm actually impressed. When I see your clapbacks online, I be like, I want to add a little dub to it.
Because I don't tweet.
Okay, but
He does.
but when you do,
That's my Twitter person.
oh, well, Lamont, no. I will say this. Your response on Twitter, I'll be like, didn't quite hit the mark, sister, but
It's okay.
I love you. I will say this. In person,
Yeah.
you know how to, you're good. I'm impressed with your
you.
shade. And it's off the dome.
Thank you.
Okay, back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
I had to get that out.
Yeah.
Scotland was a lot.
Yeah, it was. It was heavy.
Were you surprised that Pinky nor K. Michelle left with you to take Shamia out?
No, because I don't feel like that they had any. I feel like they were still neutral parties. You got to think about it. They're still coming into this friend group. They're still trying to figure out the situation. I don't think that they were wrong in regards to not leaving out with me and Shamia. At the end of the day, one is Shamia is my girl, and I would never leave her in another country or be by herself on her own, period, right? That's just what it is. I don't give a fuck if she was right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm still not going to leave her, right? I appreciate Pinky and K. Michelle for staying at the club when everybody else scattered, like the Costco fucking samples that go real fast. I think that
Angela posted a video. She said she was there.
Angela's a liar. I think that
So she wasn't there.
she stayed for Shamia, and then she went with the rest of everybody else. I guess she just didn't want to be left off the island, but she still left. They still left. Let's be very clear. So maybe they were all in the same car. I don't know if she couldn't get an Uber or what was happening. Maybe, what? Is something okay? You okay? So I think that at the end of the day, she still left with the rest of the group. Yeah, maybe she stayed for that song because they had to wait for their car to pull up. But they still left. They did not stay at the club. The only people that were left at the club were me, Shamia, Pinky, and K. Michelle. In production. They all scattered. Whee! Boom, boom, boom.
We see K. Michelle unfollow Shamia.
Not talking about it.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you feel caught in the middle because you're friends with both of them?
Not talking about it.
Okay. And I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that. When it came to the George and Ashley, Angela's neighbors, and whether or not George slept with Shamia, what were your thoughts about all of that and people really wanting Shamia to be seen as a woman that has affairs on Gerald?
Disgusting. It's really disgusting. Like, honestly, it disappoints me with this group of women and, their wives, quote unquote. And I think I've been the person that's been the longest married person within the group, even though I'm not married anymore, but I was married for 11 years. I think it's just disgusting. I think it's disgusting of Angela to speak on someone's marriage and she doesn't like other people to speak on hers. I think if you're hiring a private investigator, you should hire it on yourself. Why are you hiring on other couples and people? I think that's disgusting. I think it's, I just think that you looking for someone's downfall within their marriage is just, I don't like it. I think that you want to play this victim of, this person said this last season. Okay, you made it with the person who said that they would sleep with your husband. How does this work out? And then you sit at the head of the table. And laughing kiki. Like, come on. Seriously. So you forgive her that fast, but then you're not going to forgive the person who probably said a little bit of nothing about your marriage? She said she wasn't going to sleep with him. She just maybe said she didn't know about him. But nobody, from word on the street is nobody knew about you. But who cares? I just think that it's very unfortunate that you would go that deep. And I think marriage is a beautiful covenant. And, we all make mistakes and we all fall short. But I think for you to look for a splinter in someone's marriage is pretty fucking crazy.
Before I let you go, I do want to talk to you about Jarvis. You have a new man. I saw the last episode, Shamia's Halloween party.
Yeah.
He came in costume.
He did.
Is he real?
No, he's AI. I'm just joking. No, Jarvis is a real person. He's an amazing man. And that's my guy, I love that he is very private. I love that he shies away from the cameras. I think that it's very important for us to keep what we have in privacy for now until we truly figure things out. Have you seen these women? I don't need to share him with the women or the world at this point. And you was trying to get him in a minute with that no shirt on and that goddamn. So
where can I meet him?
Never.
I can't meet Jarvis ever.
I mean, we'll see. He's a good guy, though. I love Jarvis.
What does he do for a living?
None of your business.
He has a job, or is he an entrepreneur? Or
He does all of it. He works for me.
are you a good, girlfriend that hangs out with his kids?
You have to ask him.
Where is he?
What is up with the kids thing?
No, I'm just saying.
You keep asking everybody about this man's kids as if he got a 2-year-old.
No, he has 2.
How do you know he has 2?
Because I know him.
Where you know him from?
Where is he? Is he here? Is Jarvis here? Jarvis! Come here, Jarvis! How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Why are you smiling like that?
Jarvis is handsome!
Okay, you ain't gotta keep smiling. He is fine. That's why I want to keep him all to myself.
Okay, so the thing is this. So Shamia hooked y'all up.
Shamia introduced us.
What is it about Kelly that made you want to withdraw $70,000 for her teeth?
Shut the fucked up mouth. No, joking.
Not her grill fucked up.
Man, you ain't shit.
No. Because
Shut You don't understand. This man is really reckless.
Are you in love with Kelly?
Of course.
Would you like to marry Kelly?
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. Have you been married before?
Could have been.
You could have been.
Right.
How are your 2 children doing?
Who said I got 2 kids?
I did.
That's not true.
That's not true?
No.
Dang, my sources were wrong.
Yes,
How many kids do you
I
have?
got 10 kids.
Babe, why are you playing with
You
me?
are a comedian.
No, I do have 2 kids.
You have 2 kids. Okay.
I do have 2.
See? Okay.
That's why he can't be on camera.
Listen, I will say this. Okay. Can I do this really fast?
Go ahead.
Okay. Raindrops. And I mean this respectfully. No disrespect.
None to you.
Jarvis is extremely handsome. Okay?
You ain't gotta keep saying extremely. What the fuck is happening? You ain't
I
gotta
can't
keep saying-
compliment your man, bro.
Not too much.
Okay.
That's enough. Say he's nice looking.
Jarvis is nice looking.
Yes.
It was very nice to meet you.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, raindrops. I'll say this. I want to end by saying this.
Yes.
Give me your hand. I want to say this to you, and I do mean this.
Yes.
Don't change who you are.
Thank you.
I love you on the show.
Thank you.
Stay consistent. Don't let the fans bother you.
Okay.
Don't let them get to you.
Okay.
Please don't let them get to you. Whatever you do in life, don't let the audience get to you. The
Okay.
good or the bad.
Okay.
Okay? Because this
Yeah.
too shall pass.
It will.
This too shall pass.
Yes.
Okay? Stay the course.
Thank you.
You are an excellent housewife,
Thank you.
and I want to give you my tens. And that's coming from
Thank
me.
you. No,
I knew
appreciate
last season. I said after the first episode, I said, "Oh, that's the one to watch."
Yeah.
And you have not disappointed me since.
Thank you.
Okay?
I love you.
I love you more.
Thank you.
Congratulations, baby.
Mwah.
Give it up for Kelly Potter and Jarvis.